Welcome to the next set of OLIT 483 video tutorials. In this series we're going to talk about authoring utilizing WebCT Vista, which is the version of Vista that the University of New Mexico is running. The first step is to log into WebCT, and you'll be familiar with our OLIT 483 class here. It says Fall 2010. Now you'll see that there's also a Temp Fall 2000 OLIT 483-A class, and this is a demo course that the folks at New Media and Extended Learning have set up. And let's click inside. You'll find that all of you are enrolled in this course, and you're enrolled as TAs, which means that now we're able to give you authoring capability within the course. So in this tutorial I just want to give you a quick overview of what you'll see now that you have authoring capabilities in WebCT in this course. When you log in, you'll see that there are 3 tabs up here, and you might not have seen this before. Usually, as a student enrolled in a course, all that you will see is the student view. But now we have the build tools and the teach tools that enable you as instructors in this course to navigate, to build, and to access the administration functions that WebCT enables. So let's look at the Teach view first. Notice that the course tools are the same. When I'm instructing a course, I'll use the mail feature in Teach to respond to your emails. But there's also a set of instructor tools down here. Now for the assignment we won't use these, but just for your information, this is where you access functions like the gradebook, or when you turn in your assignments, I can go to this drop box here and find your assignments, do grading, and other management for the course. While we're in Teach mode, let me demonstrate some of the functions. First off, notice that I've created a learning module for each of you. You'll find it by your name, and as we go down, everybody should have their own learning module. Let me know if you're missing. I don't think anybody is. There's a learning module here that has these video tutorials embedded in there, so you can quickly access them when you're building your final online lesson. And I have my learning module here. Notice that if I click on my module, it takes me in, and this is what you'll see when you click in. Right now all I have is a template for the overview page, and we'll talk about in the next tutorial how to go in and edit this template, and we'll also talk about building pages from scratch, so that if you don't want to use this template, that's fine. But I'm going to go back to the home page. From Teach mode, I can click on this drop down menu right next to my module, and I can go to Edit Description. And that's just the sub-description under my module. So why don't you go in and give your learning module a title. This can be the title of your online lesson, what the topic is. You know, it's up to you how you want to title that. But please leave the module's main title as your name. That way we know it belongs to you. So now you'll see this is the description that I just put in here. It's different than everybody else's. So you can access that again by the drop-down menu right next to your learning module. There's also an option for hiding an item. And when you hide an item in Teach mode, you can still access it and see it from Teach mode. That just hides it from students. So as you're building your courses out, you can hide items from students and then later show the items. But we won't be using that for now. Now, one caveat, please, everybody has access to everybody else's learning modules. Please be respectful. Stay out of the learning modules of others. Please, of course, don't delete anything from anybody else's learning modules. That's the cardinal sin. We'll wait and see what each other's produces during the final presentation portion of this project. Now let's click over into our third view, which is build mode. So again, there's the tab up here at the top. We'll click the build tab, and it looks the same. But this time, when we click on our lessons drop-down menu, we have a few different options here. We'll talk about these options in future tutorials. The one I want to show you for now is the we'll click Go to Learning Module, or you can also click on the Learning Module itself. Now you remember in Teach mode we actually saw the overview template itself. We see the lesson as the student would see it. In Build mode we see a series of files that are associated with our lesson, and this is how we're going to start to build and create navigation and the like for our lesson. So during this tutorial we won't talk too much, but in subsequent tutorials I want you to know the difference between build mode and teach mode, or build view and teach view, so that as I'm talking about it you can navigate back and forth and keep up. Other than that, I think that wraps up our sort of orientation of WebCT, and in the next video tutorial we'll talk about editing the template in your lesson. So see you in the next video tutorial.